Hi students, how are you? I hope you are very fine in your home. This is our SS class and welcome to our class. In previous class we have studied about where did the earliest people live and when did they live, how did they live. All these were studied in previous class. Now we are going to learn about how our country got its name and what are the different ways to finding out about our past. How our country got its name, India or Bharat. We use two words for our country are India and Bharat. India comes from Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Iranians and Greeks, they came through the northwest and very familiar with Indus river and the land to the east of the river called India. They called the Indus river as Hindus or Indos and the land to the east of the river they called India. And the name Bharata was used for a group of people who were live in northwest. It was mentioned in the Rig Veda, an earliest composition in Sanskrit. It was about 3,500 years ago. Now we are going to learn about what are the different ways to finding out our past. First way is to research or read the books that were written long ago. These are called manuscripts because they were written by hand. The manu is a Latin word that means hand. So these are called manuscripts. They were written on palm leaves or specially prepared bark of a tree called birch. It was grows in Himalayas. These manuscripts were destroyed or some were eaten by insects. Some of these were preserved in temples or monasteries. All these manuscripts dealt with religious beliefs and practices, science, medicines and lives of kings. Besides, there were epics, poems and plays. Some of these were written in Sanskrit. Some others were written in Tamil or Pragar. Pragar is the language of ordinary people. We can also study the inscriptions that are relatively writings on hard surfaces such as stone or metal. The kings, they inscribed their orders in stones so that people can see, read and obey them. Another kinds of inscriptions are men and women, they recorded what they did. For example, the kings recorded their victories in battles. Another way is to study the archaeology. The archaeologists who study the remains of past things like the remains of buildings made of bricks or stone, paintings and sculptures. They also explore or excavate to find out the tools, weapons, ornaments and coins. Some of these were made of stones and some others were made of baked clay or metal. These are perishable and not destroyed, so survive for several years. And they also study the bones of animals, fish and birds to find out what the people ate in past. The plant remains survive rarely. They in the form of charred form because they were burnt. And the historians, they refer the word sources. The inscriptions and manuscripts and the archaeologists are the sources to find out the past. Once these were found out, it is an adventurous process because they reconstruct it bit by bit to find out the past. So these were the clues to finding out our past. Another topic is one past or many. We often use the word past because the past was different for different group of people. For example, the lives of kings and queens are different from the lives of farmers or herders. Now itself it is true. The people who live in the Andaman Islands, they get their own food by hunting, fishing and collecting forest produce. By contrast, the people who live in cities, they depend others for their food. And another difference is the kings and queens, they recorded their victories in battles. But the farmers, herders, hunters, they did not record their lives. Historians and archaeologists who help us to find out their lives. Another topic is what do dates mean? We can see before dates some words BC or AD. BC means before Christ. AD means Anno Domini, a Latin word, means in the year of Lord or Christ, after Christ. Sometimes we use CE, it is Common Era, and for AD. And sometimes we use BCE for BC, it is before Common Era, because it used for almost all the countries. And in India, we use this date before 200 years ago. Then we can see the inscriptions. In inscriptions contain scripts or languages. All the inscriptions contain scripts or languages. Over the years, it was changed. And how the scholars find out what was inscribed in it? They find out, or they done it by the process of decipherment. It is a process called decipherment. Through this, they find out what was inscribed in the inscriptions. Okay, let's wind up the class. We will meet in next class. Okay, thank you.